Attention consumers. Southwind Foods, LLC of Carson, California is voluntarily recalling a limited quantity of frozen shrimp because of possible radionuclide contamination with cesium-137. Cesium-137 is a man-made radioisotope. While traces can be found at background levels in the environment, higher levels in food or water may pose a long-term health risk. The primary concern from repeated low-dose exposure is an elevated risk of cancer due to DNA damage in living cells. The recalled frozen shrimp was distributed between July 17th and August 8th, 2025 to retailers, distributors, and wholesalers in Alabama, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. The products were sold under multiple brand names: Sandbar, Arctic Shores, Best Yet, Great American, and First Street. The FDA is investigating reports of cesium-137 contamination in shipping containers and shrimp processed by PT Bari Makmur Sejati, DMS Foods of Indonesia. No illnesses have been reported to date. Consumers who purchase the recalled frozen shrimp should not consume it. Dispose of the product or return it to the place of purchase for a full refund. For questions, contact Southwind Foods at 1-323-262-8222, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Stay informed, check your freezer, and protect your family's food safety. Underscore 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 lessons and AMP takeaways. For food manufacturers and AMP importers, 1. Radiological hazards must be considered. Contamination can come from shipping containers, processing environments, or sourcing regions. Lesson: include radiological hazards in hazard analyses for imported products, especially seafood. 2. Importer responsibility under FSP. The FDA traced contamination back to an Indonesian processor, DMS Foods. Lesson: U.S. importers must have a robust foreign supplier verification program, FSP, that includes testing for environmental and radiological hazards. 3. Environmental monitoring beyond pathogens. While EMPs usually focus on microbes like listeria, chemical and radiological hazards must also be monitored. Lesson: expand risk assessments to cover non-biological contaminants. 4. Traceability across multiple brands. The same shrimp was sold under 5 different brand names. Lesson: strong lot-level traceability is crucial when co-packing or private labeling across multiple brands. 5. Consumer communication in uncommon hazards. Radiation contamination is unusual and alarming. The recall emphasized clear, science-based messaging to avoid panic. Lesson: prepare communication templates for less common but high-risk hazards. 6. Regulatory collaboration builds trust. Southwind Foods and FDA worked together to investigate and issue guidance. Lesson: maintain open lines with regulators for faster response and credibility in crisis events. Underscore 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 PCQI services.com remote service. Attention food importers and seafood distributors. The recall of frozen shrimp for possible cesium-137 contamination shows why radiological and environmental hazard controls are part of modern food safety. At PCQIservices.com, our FDA-trained preventive controls qualified individuals provide remote compliance support to keep your imports safe and audit-ready. Here's what we offer: hazard analysis with radiological controls, adding chemical and radiological risks to your FDA food safety plan. Foreign Supplier Verification Program, FSPP, support supplier qualification, record review, and verification testing for imports. Traceability and recall readiness, ensuring lot coding works across multiple brands, private labels, and co-packers. Environmental monitoring expansion, risk assessments for contaminants beyond pathogens, including metals and radionuclides. CAPA and incident management, guidance for corrective actions when contamination or sourcing issues occur. Crisis communication tools, consumer alert templates, and science-based messaging to address uncommon hazards. Our remote model is simple: secure document sharing, scheduled virtual reviews, digital logs and forms, and optional dashboard integration for live monitoring. Choose the plan that fits your needs: basic, monthly compliance checks, and supplier verification. Standard adds environmental monitoring review and mock recalls. Freemium includes CAPA management, traceability drills, and dashboard integration. Stay compliant. Stay audit ready. Protect your consumers and your brand. Let PCQIservices.com be your remote compliance partner.